Dear friends, in the Greek Bible, I mean New Testament, there are several instances that indicate that Jesus became the Son of God at a certain point of his life, and actually even after his death. That is exactly what we hear in the opening verses of the Epistle to Romans. According to Romans 1:4, the Spirit of holiness, please know that it is still not Holy Spirit, but Spirit of holiness, appointed Jesus through his resurrection to be the Son of God. And the same sentiment is shared a generation later in the Acts of Apostles 13:33. It is a legendary rendition of the early Christian preaching, but we hear there that in Jesus' resurrection, the Psalm 2 was fulfilled, which says, "You are my son, today I have begotten you." Furthermore, in the Gospels we hear about at least two other occasions when Jesus is promoted and made into the divine Son. One is on the mountain of Transfiguration, which is associated with the beginning of his journey to Jerusalem. And the other one, earliest in Jesus' life, was at his baptism, when he came up from the water, saw the skies opened, and heard a voice declaring him the Son of God. Each of these biblical instances reference or even directly quote ancient formulas which made and inducted kings into their office. An ancient Near East king became a king by being declared the Son of God, being adopted to the sonship of God. And so in the New Testament we have at least three different moments when it was supposed to happen to Jesus: at the resurrection, at the transfiguration, and at his baptism. But this uncertainty about the time is not the biggest problem here. The biggest problem is the fact that it is mentioned at all. Because from the early 4th century onward, all of that was declared to be heresy, claiming that Jesus became the Son of God regardless at what point of his life or after his life, could cost people excommunications, and eventually it might cost them their very lives. So here we go. Even on such an important matter as the sonship of God, the Bible itself contains what would the later church declare to be grievous error. And that is something you might not know about the Bible. Dear friends, all of this might sound academic, pedantic, perhaps dull, distant from daily reality. What's the big deal, one might say, and who really cares? But knowing this and grappling with these issues can protect our faith and our sanity. It is like theological inoculation against all sorts of fanaticisms, fundamentalisms, and dangerous religious manipulations. And that is why I share this with you, to keep your faith informed and healthy. And this Sunday, the first in Lent, we will read one of those texts about Jesus' baptism. But we would not discuss this issue which church made into heresy. We will rather concentrate on Jesus' liberating and hopeful message.